Now I'd filmed a completely different intro to this, but when I put the video together, the intro didn't fit. So here is about 6-7 minutes of me talking about respect in sim racing and what it means to me and how I think people should behave. So let's see what I think. Mistakes happen. Now what do I mean by this? Well, in short, 99% of us are amateurs at this. We do it for fun. It's about their boyhood dreams of being a racing driver, getting out on the most famous tracks in the world in the most iconic of racing cars and going wheel to wheel with other cars. The thrill of the race is what drives us to put hours into learning tracks and spending hundreds or thousands of pounds on our equipment to do so. But we're not Lewis Hamilton and Senna. I'm Jack, a 35-year-old bloke from Kent. I might be racing Dave the plumber from the other side of the world. Chances are, if we go wheel to wheel for a few corners, racing hard, someone's going to make a mistake. Now that might mean that Dave knocks me off the track, or I hold Dave up while he's trying to overtake me. There's two ways of me dealing with this situation. I could accept that mistakes happen, carry on with my race as if nothing's happened, and enjoy the rest of it, which is the way I like to do things. Now the other way is to get on the in-game chat and call Dave every name under the sun. I don't want him to feel like his small mistake has ruined my night, and I don't know what Dave's going through. Maybe he doesn't need to hear that right now. But at the end of the day, we're human. Don't berate people for the small mistakes. It's not nice. And I can guarantee you anyone reading or listening to that in-game chat doesn't find it impressive. They just think you're a bit of an idiot. Quote Fernando Alonso, kind of. You always have to leave space. Now, if you've been watching F1 this season, it may not look like it, but as racers we're required to leave enough room for other cars to still be on the track while racing. Now, by all means, put the squeeze on a bit. I'm not saying don't race hard. If you're side by side through a corner or down a straight, don't put your car where the other car is meant to be, as, well, the other car is there and it just won't work out for anyone involved. Same goes for overtaking in a corner. The car is alongside you as you approach a corner. Don't just turn in to hit your apex and assume they'll back out of it. That's not defensive driving, it's dangerous driving. 9 times out of 10 it results in a crash. Instead, look to stick to the outside but maximise your exit and get them back into the next corner. If you start actively doing this, it's possible to have a battle lasting multiple corners, where both cars leave room and race respectfully with each other. And to be honest, that's the most fun you can have while racing. Basically, to finish first you have to finish. So by avoiding contact, you've got more chance of doing so. If you no longer go for a gap that's there, forget this quote ever existed. Please. Not every gap is an overtaking chance. If you're seeing half a car's width on the inside of a corner, the car isn't going to fit there, and the other driver won't be expecting you to try and fill it. Just don't do it. I see so much of this, and it's just a basic lack of respect on the part of the person trying to do so. And it's nearly always defended by the, well, there was a gap phrase. If you hadn't have done that, neither of you would have crashed. Simple as. It's just bad etiquette. Wait your chance. There'll be another corner where the gap is wide enough, where you've got to run on a straight. And that's when you do the overtake. That's when you go for it. That's when you feel that it can be done. Like, just trying to force the overtake because you are a bit faster. Not respecting the people around you, and it 9 times out of 10 will ruin everyone's race. The last bit I want to speak about is, don't be a gatekeeper to sim racing. Like, if someone's really enjoying playing Gran Turismo or Forza or Need for Speed or Project Cars 3, let them do it. They're still part of our community. They still love to race. They love motorsport. They love their cars. Now, just because they might not be playing on the sim that you decide is the best one and the only sim there is, that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're all in this together. We're a niche community, and we should respect that. We should be able to praise everybody. Now, if you see someone that's just started out and they finally make their first clean lap of the track, praise them for that. Like, don't tell them they're slow. It's just not nice. Now, when I started out, some people told me that I was far too slow, shouldn't be bothering. And you're like, it doesn't make me feel that welcome to do it. It doesn't make me want to dive into like Discord groups and Facebook groups and Reddit and stuff, and sort of join in with the community, because I felt like there was a bit of a lack of respect for me trying. And now I'm in that position where I've kind of gone past that and stopped worrying about that, but also realised that most of the sim racing community aren't like that. Most of us are welcoming of new people. We're happy to try and teach, to help them learn, to grow, or help with technical issues, anything like that. And that's something I love about being part of the sim racing community. It helped me through lockdown. Like, I didn't see friends and family for, well, months, just like the rest of you. But I knew I could jump on my rig, jump in a Discord, chuck a message up saying anyone fancy a race, and I'd be chatting to real people all over the world that I consider friends because of sim racing. And they will always race well, respectfully, and treat each other that way as well. And that to me is what it's all really about.